everybody. I hope that you're well, and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 English lesson on related words. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English Language Arts. We're doing grade 5. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of related words. All right. So our chapter is related words. Our subject is English Language Arts. We're doing grade 5. And then the lessons that we are going to be focusing on the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the related words is to select the words that don't belong. All right. So when it comes to related words, right? Related words are words that we can say it's like in the name or the name of the title basically. It is words that are related to one another. So related words are words that we can say are related to one another, meaning Like if we were to say that what are things that are part of a face, right? Then we would make mention of all of the things that you'll find on the face, meaning that meaning that these are things that are related to one another because it is part of the face. If we were to say, for example, mention things that are to do with part of a house, or things that are in a house, or things that are part, like, let's say a house, something like that. Then we can say things that are part of a house. We can make mention of your lounge and your bathroom and your kitchen, all of the things you'll find in a house. If specifically we make mention of things that is in the kitchen, right? Then we make mention of certain things that are in the kitchen, which is your fridge, your microwave, your oven, your cutlery. Those are the things that you'll find in the kitchen. So which means that all of the things under that heading, we call that related words. It is words that are related to one another under a specific topic. All right. If we look at a few examples, right, of related words before we go on to A plus students, in a few examples of related words, if we look at things that are part of a person's face, then we can say things that are part of a person's face is your eyes, your cheek, your nose. That is but a few examples. Of course, if we add even here, we can even say your mouth is part of a person's face, right? So that is, or those are a few things that are part of a person's face, and that is why we call it related words, meaning that eyes, cheek, nose, and mouth, these words are related to one another, and they're related to one another. Why? Because they are part of a person's face. Yes, even ears. It's also part of the face. So all these words, which is your ears, your mouth, your nose, your cheek, your eyes, those are words that are related to one another, and they're related to one another because they're part of a person's face. If we look at another example, right, and it says these are now describing things which something with it basically it all describe the speed at which something happens. The speed. And if we look at the things that describe the speed at which something happened, then we can either say something is slowly, or something is swiftly, or something is quickly, or we can even say hurriedly. That basically tells us how things are being done. Chop, chop, quickly, hurriedly, swiftly, slowly. And words like slowly, swiftly, quickly, hurriedly, they all are related words. They are related to one another because they basically describe the speed at which something happens. Quickly, things happen quickly, things happen slowly, swiftly, and so on. And if you look at another one, right? If we want to look at the cardinal points, it's like the cardinal points, which gives you our directions. And if you look at the cardinal points, the words that are related to one another when it comes under the cardinal points, then it is words like either south or north or west or east. So it's like south, west, north, east. These are our cardinal points, which means that words like south or north or west or east or southeast or northwest, right? They are related to one another and they fall under cardinal points. And once again, we call these related words, words that are related to one another. Like I say, it's almost like words that are grouped, or all of the things that fall under, let's say, a specific topic, a specific heading, and then they are related to one another. So, even like I said, if we were to say that things that are part of a kitchen, so if we were to say things that are part of a kitchen, then we can say things that are part of a kitchen. It's your fridge. It is your oven. It is your microwave. You even find your cutlery. These are but a few things that you'll find in the kitchen. Yes, never eat sour lemon. Or now we shall eat. If we were to look at things that are part of a bedroom, things that you'll find in a bedroom that are related to one another would be your bed, would maybe be your desk, I'm not sure, would be your wardrobe, depending. Maybe even your clothes. These are things that are related to one another, and we call that related words. All right, so now we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to select words that don't belong. So, which means that we are going to look at a few words that are related to one another, but we're also going to look at words that don't belong. They are not part of the words that are related to one another. And we're going to select the words that don't belong. Yes, bed, pillow, desk, blankets, toys, closet, clothes, those are all things that are part of a bedroom. Well done. All right, so now it says here we need to select the things that don't belong. We need to select the things that don't belong, right? It says that select the things that don't belong. Here we have words like statue, clay, glass, and iron. What are the words or a word that don't belong? We have statue, we have clay, we have glass, and we have iron. So we need to select the things that don't belong or the word that don't belong. All right, then if we were to select the thing that doesn't belong, then yes, well done. Statue doesn't belong, right? Statue is not part of the things or the name of materials. Names of materials are things like your clay, your iron, your glass. Those are all names of materials. A statue is not part of that. It is not related to clay, glass, and iron. All right, we need to select the word that doesn't belong. We have south, we have country, we have north, we have west. What is the word that doesn't belong? We need to select the word that doesn't belong. We have south, we have country, we have north, and we have west. All right, and if we were to select the words that don't belong, then the word that don't belong, yes, well done, is country. And country don't belong because the words that are related to one another are words like south, north, and west. And south, north, and west are related words because they are cardinal points. So they're cardinal points or they're direction points, uh, even if you include east over there, those are the right the direction or the cardinal points. They are related to one another, but country does not belong there. It is not related to cardinal points. So well done. Country is correct. All right, the last one says we need to select the description that doesn't belong. The description that doesn't belong. And the description that doesn't belong, we have during, we have after, we have old, and we have before. What is the word that does not belong or don't belong? During, after, old, before. Yes, and if we were to select the words that don't belong, then yes, well done. Old don't belong. Old don't belong. The words that are related to one another are words like during, after, before. It tells us when something happened or when things are being described. It's descriptions given as to when something happens. It is either during, or it is after, or it is before. But old doesn't belong. Well done. All right, let's quickly go to our next one and then we're going to our test. We need to select the items that does not belong. The items that does not belong. We have a ruler, then we have timer, watch, and clock. What is the item that does not belong? So we have ruler, We have timer, we have watch, and we have clock. We need to select the item that does not belong. It is not part of things that keep track of time. And if we were to select the correct word, then yes, we will say ruler does not belong. Well done. Ruler does not belong. We have words like your timer, your watch, your clock, your stopwatch, or something. Those are all things in which you can keep track of time. But ruler, it is not related to anything that is to do with keeping track of time. Yes, well done. We need to select the description that does not belong. We have words like foolish, clever, friendly, and intelligent. We need to select the words that does not belong. So the word that does not belong. We have foolish, we have clever, we have friendly, we have unintelligent, meaning that you are not so clever. So we have foolish, we have clever, we have friendly, and we have unintelligent. What is the word or the description that does not belong? It is not part of how smart someone is. And if we were to identify or select the description that doesn't belong, then yes, we can say friendly. Being friendly does not fall under, it is not related to how smart someone is. Because being a friendly person does not mean you're clever, or being a friendly person does not mean that you're being foolish for being, nice and friendly. So friendly is not related to words like foolish and clever and unintelligent. Foolish, clever, and unintelligent are words that basically describes how smart someone is. It's either you're extremely smart or you are not so smart. All right, let's look at the last one and then we're going to our test. We need to select the action that don't belong. The action. We have words like measure, carve, chop, and slice. What is the action that don't belong? All right, and if we were to select words that does not belong, the actions that don't belong, we have measure, we have to carve something, to chop something, to slice something. We need to look at the action that tells us ways to cut up something. Is it measure? Is it carve? Is it chop? Or is it slice? Which one does not belong? And if we were to select the action that doesn't belong, that is not part of ways to cut up something, then measuring. To measure something is nothing to do with how to cut up something, right? Ways to cut up something is to carve something, to chop something, to slice something, to, yeah, that is ways in which we can cut something. And we call that related words. They are related to one another and they fall under the category of ways to cut something. So well done. Measure does not belong. All right, so now we're going to our test, where we're going to select words that don't belong. We need to select the items that does not belong. We have ruler, timer, watch, and clock. Which option does not belong? So the words that don't belong. And if we were to select the items or the thing that doesn't belong, then yes, ruler does not belong with timer, watch, and clock. Well done. So ruler doesn't belong. Well done. Option one is correct. Yes, everything else is time related. Well done. But ruler is not time related. We need to select the item that does not belong. We have glue, and then we have ribbon, and then we have string and rope. So glue, ribbon, string, and rope. Which are the items? What are the items that does not belong? So glue, ribbon, string, rope. The items that does not belong. Yes, and the word that doesn't belong, we can say glue doesn't belong. Glue has got nothing to do with either a ribbon or a string or a rope, something that you can use to tie, right? So, ribbon, string, and rope are things that we can use to tie, but we can't use glue to tie. We use glue to stick. So, well done. Glue does not belong. We need to select the action that does not belong. We have style, we have shampoo, we have boil, and we have cut. What is the action that does not belong? We have style, shampoo, boil, and cut. We need to select the action that does not belong. And if we were to select the action that does not belong, look at it again. It says you style, shampoo, boil, cut. All right. So we're going to select the action that does not belong. So everybody says shampoo. Let us do shampoo. You see, look at that is why I said again, look at the actions that don't belong. Style, shampoo, boil, cut. Remember, if you are styling your hair or you cut your hair, you first need to put on shampoo on your hair. Boiling is totally different, right? So boiling is totally different because remember, boiling is an action that you do either when you are going to make some coffee or you're going to use the boiling water for something. That is stuff that you use when it comes to boil. But words that are related to one another is like you're styling your hair, you're shampooing your hair, you're conditioning your hair, you're cutting your hair, right? Perm, all those type of things is to do with related words, but not boil. right? But well done, everybody, for trying. We need to select the description that does not belong. We have poorly, we have slowly, we have swiftly, we have quickly. We need to select the word that does not belong. It's to do with the pace of something. So the description that doesn't belong, we have poorly, we have slowly, we have swiftly, and we have quickly. Tells us the pace in which something happens. The pace. And if we were to select the description that does not belong, then poorly does not belong. Poorly does not tell us the pace in which something happens. The pace is like either something is very slowly or swiftly or quickly or hurriedly, right? So well done. We need to select the action that does not belong. To announce something, to write something, to tell something, or to say something. What action does not belong? All right. And if we were to select the item that doesn't belong, then to write something does not belong. It is not part of announcing something, telling something, or saying something. Because if you announce something, it's the same as me saying, I'm going to tell people something or I'm saying something. That is part of announcing. So the words that are related to one another is to announce, to tell, or to say. Writing something is different than saying, telling, or announcing something. It's different to talking, right? So well done. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on related words. Remember, we said related words are words that are related to one another. It's like you have your specific topic or heading, and then all the words that falls under that is related to that specific topic or heading or something that it describes or the action, we call that words related words. They are related to one another, and it falls under a specific description or thing or item. All right, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining. And I really hope that you're going to have a good evening further. So, till next time, goodbye.